Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, BringItDon. So I looked it up and I figured out where the piece of the rune-covered ancient leather scrap is that I'm missing. It's somewhere we've been already and I will have to go back there and find it. If it's not there, then I don't know where it's at. But with the, I think it was the Enhanced Edition, they added at the bottom there where you can see where you picked up items. It makes it a lot easier to go and find what you've missed. A lot easier. Previously, you'd have to go to every area and double check to make sure you got the piece from that area. It was such a pain in the butt. Alright, so we have... Tell me about the Forsaken Tomb. I hear the wind howling over the wastelands of Glenabon, the whispering of grass, the distant sound of thunder. I hear music and laughter. I smell the smoke of bonfires and roasting meat. The big feast is coming, but my heart is filled with anxiety. I am Adra of the Tiger Lords. I'm chieftain of a part of the clan that's been guarding Great Armag's tomb for over 1,000 years now. Once every 3 years, our youth venture into the tomb to test themselves, prove themselves worthy as adults in the tribe. The tomb is full of deadly traps. We've all undergone this test, but we've all also had friends who didn't come back. Today my daughter has gone underground. I'm trying to stay calm. I was the one who trained her after all. But the long wait still gnaws at my soul like a wild beast. Are the young tribe members supposed to make it to Armag's burial chamber? Not at all. Only a handful of people have managed to get that far throughout the ages. Completing the initiation requires only making it to the stairway to the second floor. Of course, what warrior doesn't crave extra glory? There are always daredevils who will risk their lives to make it farther. I was one myself, and I paid a price for it. No, that's not entirely true. I made it back from the tomb alive and well. It was some of my peers who paid the price for my relentless courage and never made it back. Tell me about your clan. The Tiger Lords are the strongest tribe in all of Numeria. We're feared everywhere, from the hold of Belkzen to the hills of Nomen. My clan has a special honor. We're the guardians of Great Armag's tomb. It's a unique, glorious mission. What's wrong? Are you unhappy with your clan's posting? Good observation. This lofty mission has turned our clan into honorable outcasts. We try to avoid as much contact with the outside world, even our own kin, as possible. We spent centuries roaming around the tomb, guarding the secret of its location. And once every 3 years, we send our youth down there, and every time someone is maimed or killed. And for what? How much longer do the living need to serve an old dead man? Of course, I would never say any of this where my tribesmen could hear it. These sorts of thoughts are treasonous, but if I could free my clan of this honorable slavery, I would without a moment's hesitation. Please continue. A torchlight flickers in the dark doorway. They're alive. They've returned. Only through great effort do I maintain my calm exterior, as a decent chieftain should. But as they come out into the light, oh Gorham. Without further thought of dignity, I rush toward them. They're wounded, exhausted. They carry 3 of their fellows on their shoulders. My daughter is among those being carried. She's alive. Thank all the good gods she's alive. And I can't hold back my tears as I see her weak smile twisted with pain. But her right arm looks like a burnt branch, all black and charred. My daughter will never be able to wield a sword again, and 2 of her friends will never again open their eyes. It's a rarity when the rite of initiation doesn't turn the great feast into someone's funerary feast. The darned tomb keeps devouring our children. No, in reality, it's devoured our whole clan. My daughter says she wanted to reach the burial chamber and speak with Zorak, but she failed the test of pain. I wonder what I would say to the spirit if I were to reach him. Shout in his face the names of all those who never left his tomb, maybe? Or perhaps beg him to release our clan from this eternal guard. But no. No. I fear I wouldn't have anything to say anything at all to say to him. Can't you tribe's clerics heal your daughter's arm? Maybe back in Numeria there are clerics powerful enough. Not here. I'll send an emissary to request the aid of a healer powerful enough to help her, but they'll probably refuse. We're supposed to make as little contact with the outer world as we can. The secret of the tomb's location is greater than all. Does everyone in your clan know the tomb's location? No. Its exact location is known only to the chieftain and a few select elders. We roam the region, and once every 3 years, we bring our youngsters here blindfolded. Please continue. The scouts bring alarming news. The Taldan army is headed this way from the south. They've already passed Kionin, and they're advancing towards Numeria now. Our brothers and sisters from across the region are gathering to fight off the invaders. Everyone is nervous. Only I seem to feel any relief. In his inexplicable mercy, Gorm has sent us a war. No one would blame us if, to aid our motherland, we left our post at the tomb. And then, I'll do everything in my power to ensure the secret of this location is lost forever. I stare at the Numerian emissary. He's so young. I could be his mother. He's brought orders from the Tiger Lord's chieftain. Our clan is to stay here and guard Armag's tomb. I already know what I must do, and for the first time in decades, my fingers tremble. My dagger pierces the emissary's heart. I see confusion in his eyes as they cloud over. Forgive me, boy. You never made it here. You were lost on the road, disappeared without a trace. The orders you carried never reached us. My crime is inexcusable, and I will gladly pay for it. I'll do my best not to linger in this world. I'll find a decent way to die as soon as I make certain no one remains who knows the exact location of the tomb. But my clan will never return here. Again. Never. The Storyteller bows his head. As you know, Adra was successful. Her clan rejoined the rest of the tribe, and once the Taldans were gone, the secret of the tomb's location was lost for many, many centuries. How did the war with the Taldans end? It ended with nothing. The Taldans went not to conquer, but to explore and make maps. The second army of exploration traveled through the river kingdoms, walked around Lake Encarthen, and reached the hold of Belkzen before returning home. But at its start, the expedition looked like a real threat, and the Numerians made preparations to fight them off. And what happened to Adra's daughter? Numerian clerics were able to heal her arm. She traveled far, cloaking herself in glory across multiple battles spanning from the hold of Belkzen to the hills of Nomen before dying with honor while fighting the Cyclopes. Thank you for the story. Alright. Well, that's done. Reading a lot of dialogue today throughout my 2 Let's Plays. Alright, I need to talk to Reg and Octavia. So even more dialogue.
Adventures can wait.
Oh, okay. They're over here. Reg stands beneath a tree, gloomily looking down on the city below. That's right, we should have a city. Ah, there you are. Well, we found my tribe. Now we just have to go have ourselves a friendly chat. The half-orc clenches his fists. How'd you end up figuring it all out? Oh, that's another story entirely. We threw Yanish's book for a while, found where he'd bought us, from who helped him. We got all we could from them, but checking up on the information would have meant traveling all across Numeria and half the river kingdoms. As you might recall, it wasn't exactly quiet here at the time. Not that it ever is, right? Heh. But you know we'd never leave you to clean a mess like that yourself. We ended up hiring a pretty brave crew headed by a good scout. We can't do everything ourselves, right? They pulled some strings, followed some leads, and figured everything out for us. Well, almost everything. The most important parts, Octavia and I will find out for ourselves when we pay our families a visit. Are you looking for revenge? Not sure what I want yet. Maybe, maybe not. It might be enough just looking at these freaks to be sure nature's punished them well enough without me. I'm really just looking for some closure, that's all. What about Octavia? Did you learn anything about her family? We did. Turns out she's... Stop. No. I'm shutting up. That's her news to tell you. So who's your tribe? The sewer rats. Wait, no. That's not it. The crab lice? The threadbare moles. Man, I just can't seem to remember. Oh right, the dung pigs. Half-orc gives you a lopsided grin. Fine, fine. They call themselves the Sharp Fangs, and for good reason. Reg grins, displaying his teeth. Smaller than an orc's, but still large and sharp. They have kids with orcs to strengthen their blood. Not bad, huh? They breed themselves like pedigree cattle. So I've really been sold twice. First by my orc sow of a mother, who took some gold to push me and my brother out, never to see us again. Then my father chose which of us to keep and which to sell to the slavers. Treated like an animal my whole life. I'm surprised I'm not barking on all fours. And they tried to turn you into an animal, but you kept your humanity. That's something to be proud of. Ha! True, true. You just can't break Reg. Alright, let's go meet your tribe. Octavia pensively fiddles with a small metal trinket while she waits. It takes her a moment to notice you as you approach. Oh, hi. It seems we haven't been properly introduced. Allow me. Octavia della Fiorni, heir to a noble title, a family manor, even a coat of arms with a motto. With a sad smile, Octavia shows you the trinket she was playing with. It's a fibula, decorated with a coat of arms, a butterfly and an arrow. At the bottom you see the motto, serve solely my conscience. What about Reg? Did you learn anything of his past? Yes, but he'll tell you everything himself. So you're from a noble family. I could hardly believe it myself, but there's no doubt. I'm the missing daughter of Marchioness della Fiorni. Missing, that's what they're calling it. And how did you discover all this? It took a lot of work. After going through Yanish's ledgers, not only did we find information about our purchase, we found a wealth of other data as well. Connections, suppliers, meeting places. But tracking it all down ourselves would have required crossing half of the river kingdoms and all of Numeria, and we couldn't abandon you. So we did the boring but practical thing. Like kings or their entourage might do, we hired a team of sleuths to follow the trail. And they found everything. Who bought us, who we've been sold to, and where we're from. Finding my family was relatively easy. The Marchioness was already looking for me herself. They just needed to put a few pieces together to realize I was the missing heir of the Della Fiorni family. On the other hand, Reg's tribe had to be found with a looking glass. But it's no matter. We certainly paid them well for their trouble. Do you know where to find your family? There isn't one really. The Della Fiorni family was waning before I was born. My mother's the last one. She's living in Patax in a small townhouse. I'm going to pay her a visit, and I'd like you to accompany me. As you wish, Your Excellency. It'd be an honor to serve you on this excursion. Octavia looks at you, confusion written across her face. At first she seems a little offended, but a moment later, she's bent in half with laughter. Excellency. Oh, I can't. My Excellency. A highborn Marchioness of the highest rank. Whew. Octavia wipes tears of laughter from her eyes. Don't make me laugh so hard. Just look at me. Devils take me. What kind of Marchioness am I? You don't think I'm going to Patax to inherit a title, do you? But thank you anyway. The title's not important. I just want to see my mother. Alright, we're going to rest. Then we're going to go to the Verdant Chambers real quick. And then we're going to go to the Tenebrous Depths. Guess we could just leave. Oh, that's the wrong one. Teleport to... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same one that I missed the first time around. I think several of the artifacts I had missed, like one for each.
I do what I must.
So I think it's down here.
You have my attention.
Interesting.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. There's the last piece of the rune-covered ancient leather scrap.
I'm off.
Honestly, we'll probably turn that in before we go to the Tenebrous Depths, because that might give us the experience we need to level up one more time. Make it a little easier. Sad I didn't get to do her quest because it bugged out. She's definitely not one of the worst companions to have. I don't have enough BP, I need 2 BP. Alright, let's take care of that real quick. Since I'm here, may as well invest. Might go here, teleport back to the capital, turn in that quest. What is that? Oh, that's immunity to compulsion effects. Alright, restore the armor of Sabertooth Courage. Century by century, eon by eon, the Numerian tribes went to war, without fear, without doubt, submitting themselves to Gorm's will and their own thirst for glory. This armor is much older than even Armag himself, the ancient Armag that is, the one who once challenged Pharasma. What can this artifact tell us? I'll infuse it with a piece of my gift, and it will reveal its story. So, it's pretty mediocre armor. What is +5? What is Miri currently wearing? Does he have a greater armor class? Alright, we'll read about it. It is a +5 hide armor. This +5 hide armor grants its wearer the ability to turn into a Smilodon at will. While in this form, the natural weapons get a +5 enhancement bonus. Alright. This armor, made of a saber-toothed tiger pelt, was enchanted under the blood moon on the summit of a sacred mountain. Bearing secret runes and forgotten symbols, it was in the possession of Dwarg's family for several generations. His grandfather, Agar the Fierce, wore this armor while hunting a dragon. Only the armor and 3 of his warriors returned, though carrying the dragon's head along with them. Dwarg's mother, Idra the Crusher, wore it to fight giants. And many was the time when, in contemplation, Dwarg would touch a small dent in the armor left by a giant's sword as it decapitated his mother. From his ancestors, Dwarg inherited the armor, but not their fierce nature. The artifact resided peacefully in his tent as he earned glory of his own, not from feats on the battlefield, but with wise advice and cunning deals. He was dubbed Dwarg the Reasonable, and after yet another chieftain met his glorious death on the battlefield beside 100 other warriors, the elders chose Dwarg to be their new leader. There are many who were less than happy with Dwarg's leadership. Under his rule, there were fewer glorious victories and epic battles. They took to calling him a sheepden, claiming he'd betrayed Gorm, so it surprised no one when he was challenged by a young fighter with burning eyes known as Armag. For the first time in many years, Dwarg donned his family armor, stepped into the circle, and clenched a sword in his wrinkled hands. He'll be their ruin, he thought, as Armag's blade pierced his long, rage-free heart. The new chieftain threw the corpse of the old, still clad in his family armor, to the Smilodons. Songs of Armag's deeds are sung to this day, while the name of his predecessor went forgotten for thousands of years. That is until heroes and sages of a new era restored his armor. So it's actually not too bad when it comes to armor class. There you go, you can have it, just because of the higher armor class. Let's just go and exit. So, Octavia's quest takes place in Patox, Reg's is in all the way up here. So we can do that one now. We can't do Patox yet, because we can't get inside of Patox. And that's fine. Loyalty and stability.
Adventures can wait.
Omen. Let's put her on this so we get that +3 to arcane, because we need to bump up our arcane in our well, actually I take that back. We have plenty of people to level up here. So he's not actually recommended with this, or for this. 4 days, I might wait and put him on that. Though he has the highest chance of success. Let's see what happens when I put him on there. Alright, back to the Tenebrous Depths.
I am never wrong.
Oh, I need to rest, actually. So let's take care of that. Yep, still nothing good. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this. And that, screw it. I know they're technically unique, but you can get multiple copies of them, so I'm not as concerned about selling them. Sure. Something like that. Alright. Deeper into the depths. Wait, do you not get experience for the relics? Maybe you don't. Also, this one seems very small and straightforward. I feel like I missed something in here. I guess not. Again, if Jthal doesn't discover it, then I doubt that I missed anything.
It's time.
But she has a
to act.
ridiculous perception.
We should move.
Awesome, since we're in our lands, we have all these sweet immunities.
I'm there.
Alright, I wonder what horrors await us below.
State your desire.
Anything is possible.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to go back up. Well. I guess the loading times aren't as bad as they used to be. That's how I'm going to move away from the entrance and take care of all of this. There we go.
Letting the ink dry. Adventures calling now. Do tell.
Probably not a lot he can do. Activate that, I guess, in case we run across anything evil. And put Death Ward on a few of these guys.
Tashani Savitur. Tashani Savitur. Tashani Savitur. Tashani Savitur.
Alright, now a quick save, and then in we go.
I do
That's
what
one
I
way
must.
forward. Just make sure. I don't think there's ever any hidden rooms in the first room. Could be dead wrong about that, but in my experience so far.
Their life ends here.
Taste my fury.
My masterpiece.
Alright, so far nothing to it.
I'm off.
I think cast it slow on me though.
I see something.
Yes, you do.
Anything else?
Build a physical form +6. Okay. Get behind that. So dexterity and constitution. I think this will be better for her. Then again, there we go. Yeah, we should start getting good stuff out of these
In due time.
How curious.
dungeons. Oh yeah, I don't think I built the buildings I needed to for the capital to turn into a city,
Applause, please.
which is a little inconvenient because I think in order to get the quests for some really good loot, you need to be a city. An autumn golem.
This is going
Who
to
will prevail?
So I think this will be my next priority, is upgrading my capital to a city. Masterwork large bastard sword. That's it. Bunch of
I'm
useless
there.
tower shields. Let's way that way and away this way. Let's see. Let's go this way.
To the dust you will go.
Hit me pretty good there. Not a fan.
I still got it.
Alright, what is killing him? Let's try and keep him alive, because I don't know.
Could this happen?
Is that gonna keep hurting him? Doesn't seem to even be attacking.
This body holds no more. You never had a choice.
Huh, not a fan of that.
Sorry, was lost in
Share your will.
Tashani Savitur. Tashani Savitur. Tashani Savitur. Tashani Savitur. Tashani Savitur. Tashani
I'll take care of it.
Alright, let's have him just drink some potions. Yeah, spacebar's still not working, so don't know what's going on with that. Alright, let's continue exploring.
If you dare.
Yeah, actually, off camera, I might Or actually, when we finish this level, I might go back up to the top and exit, and then build the buildings in my capital that I need to build,
There's something here.
so I don't forget about it.
Applause, please.
So that's the way down. It's an interesting room.
I do what I must.
There's an interestingly shaped trap as well.
My skills are absolute. Interesting.
Anything else?
I'm there.
What troubles you?
I am prepared to meet my end. Are you?
Student's copybook and some leather armor. I don't know how he's fitting into that. Alright, let's see. Oh, did it fall out? Oh, okay, here it is. The scroll is filled with the diligently scribbled words. The letters are much larger than normal, as if the one who wrote them was quite large themselves, or simply didn't like small print. Human language is not hard. Soon I will learn. Here are new words I know. Kitty, horsey, choke, dismember, devour. There's someone else's much neater handwriting below. Good, Zerhaish. You learn quickly. Soon you will speak the common language as well as your native abyssal. P.S. It's spelled kitty and dismember.
In due time.
What a surprise.
Secret door. Well, let's go loot this real quick. Then we'll go through the secret door. Arcane knowledge. Or knowledge arcana. 31. Let's quick save. Doesn't look very safe to inspect. Looks like it would be cursed.
Applause, please.
Fox's cunning. +4 to intelligence. For the whole party. Alright, let's descend, then we'll go back up. And take care of the kingdom stuff real quick. Or the capital stuff. So I think my capital might actually have the least amount of buildings built, since there's only the one artisan there. I'll just do once around this room real quick. Again, I don't think there's anything ever in the first
I'm off.
room, at least in my experience. Hey, I did set up some meta magic spells on her. She has an extended haste. I guess oh yeah, and then the spell magic raider, which I'll probably never use. Alright. go see about
I am never wrong.
building up my capital. Also really close to leveling up. Well, we should level up before we finish up the Tenebrous Depths. The next 4 levels. And I guess all we have left after that is the final level. So I think there's only supposed to be 17 in the main campaign. So 4 for each of the initial bosses, and then 1 for the final boss. Let's see. This. Oh, do I not have 6 already? I have 5. Okay, I need to do 1 more. To a tavern or a longhouse, with the longhouse in the center. Interesting. How much for a tavern? I'll get a bit of tavern in as well. There we go. Nothing to it. So once all that stuff is done and being built, we should be able to start upgrading it to cities. I really don't want to rest because we're still in great shape. So I think what I'll do is I'll just head back down in the next episode. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Next episode, we'll head back down into the depths and continue fighting our way through. Probably finish it up. Well, maybe not. It takes longer than I anticipate it taking each time. What are you doing all the way down here? Go here. Alright, well anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.